Hey everybody, happy Friday. Just finished up the deadlift block, the deadlift party. Again, haven't done accessories because I'll get letting myself get some energy back. Good session today. 330 for 5x5 on the trap bar with shrugs added in, a little superset action there. And then I did sumo pulls at 275. So 5x5 at 275 on sumo. 335 by 5 on trap bar, plus a set at 290 on trap bar, 240, 200, added that in, talked about that. I'll talk about that briefly on the voiceover. And then the first warm up at 150. So yeah, a lot of reps today. Almost all of them above body weight. Just a couple sets there in the warm ups that were below, right? 150, 200, and 240 is just below body weight. So feeling good about it. Feels good when you're lifting a number greater than 1 as a multiplier of your body weight, and doing it consistently, and it's not too bad. A couple of things I wanted to talk about, which I already talked about one, which is set at 200. The other one is so I had a bit of gout in my left foot this morning. It comes and goes. It's usually not that bad. Main thing is to just hydrate or overhydrate for a day or two, and it usually clears that out pretty well. I haven't been able to really pinpoint what exactly has triggered it. A doctor years and years ago said it's probably primary triggers carbs, and I think he was right. I'm not disagreeing with him, but there's been some other things every once in a while that pop up. It's hard to disassociate whether it was carb driven or maybe something else more typical like shellfish or whatever. But nonetheless, woke up with some gout. So what did I do? Well, I got up. It's a little bit cooler than seasonal. It was in the upper 50s today, which is nice, but it's August, so expect it to be a little bit warmer than that. But anyhow, it's pretty cool. Got up, put on my sweatshirt, nice bright yellow sweatshirt. I was out walking before the sun was up. So one of the first things I learned was to get blood circulating through that foot. As much as it hurts like the dickens, one of the best things to do is just get your body to help clear out whatever that uric acid that's been deposited down there. Best thing to do is get it warm, get the fluids flowing, and it'll clear it out. So that's the first thing I did. And that started me on the path of what I need to do for the rest of the, or at least the path to where I am at now. So did that, got about 6,000 steps in, a little over an hour walk. Then sat around with my feet up for half hour or so, maybe 45 minutes, just chilling. Then got out here to the garage. Actually never left the garage. I was out here with my feet up in the garage, but then just started lifting. So the first thing I did step ups. And today I did step ups starting with kettlebells. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to notate that on the description for the video. So today I started at 6, then 8, 12, 16, up to 20 kilogram kettlebells today. So that was nice little, I guess I can call it a PR kind of thing. 88 pounds that I'm hoisting up and down with my fat butt doing these step ups it's a 16-inch step up. So it's like double a typical stair height, maybe a little bit more, almost triple. Nonetheless, still pretty happy with that. Again, worked up to that, 88 pounds. So the foot was still, foot's still letting me know that, hey, everything's not right. Still sharp pain in one spot, very indicative of gout. But what do? I just kept going. And so I warmed up today with trap bar, and that's where I inserted that 200-pound set. I just wanted to kind of give myself a little bit more of an interpolation between points, just to make sure I'm feeling things out right. So I did that. Things started working fine and went all the way up to the 330. So point being, sometimes you get injuries, sometimes you have an arthritis flare up like gout. And sometimes the best thing to do is just keep going. And that's what I've learned to do with gout. 2 things, right? Eat better, stay hydrated. Well, that's two things, but really one thing is nutritionally. Stay hydrated and eat cleaner. And then the other thing is when it does flare up, force myself to get up and start moving the joint. It sounds counterintuitive because it hurts so much when you're in the middle of a flare up, but I've found it to be, for me, and I'm not a doctor, certainly, just an idiot in his garage. I found for me, movement really does help, getting it warm and moving it around. So, that's my tidbit for the day. And had a great session. Been a good Friday. Feliz Sexta-feira. Yep, I'm about to do my accessories. Hopefully that goes well. I'm sure it will. Don't expect anything to go wrong. And then I hope all of you guys out there and gals, I hope you all have a great weekend. Get to spend lots of time with friends and family and all other good stuff. All right. Peace. All right, I'm going to get 20-pound kettlebells. I've not done 20-pounders yet, or 20 kilogrammers yet. 20-kilogram kettlebells. Hold these up for the camera real quick so you can do a verification. So yes, a 20 kilogram Rogue kettlebell, one in each hand. The other guy is also 20 kilograms. 44 pounds a pop means I'll be doing almost 90 pounds additional resistance here. Not done this much yet. This is going to suck. My left knee has not been playing nice so far. Not as nice as I'd expected to, but that's why I'm doing these unilateral box step ups. Yep, that left side is weak. Hold on. All right, it's Friday, August 22nd. Deadlift party day. Switching things up a little bit, putting shrugs at the end, kind of going slow. I also added in a set of warm-ups at 200. So I did 150, 200, 240. Now I've got 290 loaded up. Each one of those sets. 5 deadlifts followed by 5 shrugs. Things are a little bit sore still. My foot's a little wonky, which I'll be talking about at the beginning. So by the time we get to here, it's too late. But nonetheless, things are going pretty well. Just kind of adjusting a few things. And like I said, just adding in those shrugs for a little bit of extra, upper back hypertrophy, because why not? All right, let's get this set done. I'm going to use this as a guide. If it feels pretty good, hoping to go up from there. How good it feels will determine how much I go up. The increment's either going to be a 20-pound increment from here, so to 310, or it's going to be a 40-pound increment up to 330, if all goes well. Not too bad. All right. 330 is on the bar, so that tells you what I thought about the last set at 290. Evaluating it about a minute after I was done. Hands are chalked up. 330s on the bar. Hoping to make these nice smooth pulls. This will probably be the last set. Rather, you see me in this sweatshirt. A little bit cool here for August. I woke up, it was like right around 60 degrees, maybe high 50s. So garage is a little cool, cooler than I was expecting. So had this on for the warm-ups, like stretching out, then the step-ups, and now a few sets of deadlifts here. But I'm warm enough now, it's going to get shed after this first set, I'm sure. All right, let's get up, sit up exactly how I want to be, where the hips feel nice and neutral. All right, I'm going to get down, I'm going to get that bar, I'm going to pull it. I'm just going to make 5 nice, clean, easy pulls, and then some nice and easy shrugs. Felt really good. Really good for set 1. All right, here we go for set 2. As promised, the inevitable disrobing has begun. Again, I want to get through 5 sets here at 330, 5x5 with 5 shrugs. Hopefully everything goes nice and easy. All right, here we go for set 3. Need to increase the rest time a little bit. All right, here we go for set 4. 330 pounds, set of 5, and 5 shrugs. Everything's been going pretty well so far. I give myself another minute or so to just kind of regain some energy stores. Hopefully it makes these reps nice and quick. Mission accomplished. All right, last set of trap bar deads, set 5 of 5. Going to hopefully get this nice and easy. Not quite as much of a break as the last couple of sets. Just kind of want to get this done and move on to the next thing, which would be sumo deadlifts. But anyhow, pretty happy. These reps have been nice and smooth for the most part. No real hitches, no real pain. Things are feeling good. And let's just get it done. Done. All right, setting up here for the first set of sumo pulls. Setting up heavy today, comparatively. So I got 275 on the bar. So aiming for another day where 50 reps over body weight. 330 by 5x5, right? It's easy 25. If I can add in the 290 set as well, 240 set's almost there. So I'm almost at 35 already, but I'm just counting the work blocks themselves. So hopefully, get the nice 5x5 here at 275. Things are feeling good. I did do a test pull. Got the straps because, again, my hands are tired. Bunch of deadlifts, plus did those step-ups with the kettlebells. There's no free lunch, as Adam Smith told us. So, yeah, my hands are tired. All right.